This is Dogbark, the podcast time.
Yeah.
We're
just chilling.
Now, if you say, what kind of podcast is it? My interpretation is this is a behind the scenes of Dogbark. This is us just kicking it for real style.
Damn. For realsies.
And audio podcast seems to be the way to deliver that to you, the first members, because it's going to be a first exclusive podcast, which again is just more of us chilling, talking about whatever. I'm playing Pinocchio right now. And it's going to be more of a behind the scenes type scenario than a produced podcast. But for the first week of Dogbark, it's going to be public.
Yeah.
Just this one.
Just this one.
Get a little taste.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Taste,
you're
taste
playing,
of Trevor's tinkle.
Yeah.
Playing Liza
No.
P. That's
Nope.
what Trevor just did. He peed.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Didn't
right
lie
out the
about
gate.
it. Didn't lie about it.
Right out the gate. Jaren, you're joining us here now as what's the layman's term for your role? Because I say like Papa Jaren.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say the Big Papa.
Oh, okay.
Dog catcher.
The Big Papa.
Well, he's more of a dog wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
dog wrangler.
also no dogs.
No dogs. Yeah.
Forgetting
Oh,
this. It's like kind of the
No, I knew.
it's like the puppet rule.
It's just really
Like
funny.
cannot harm a human, cannot have dogs.
No dog.
Yeah. No, I'm the channel manager for this whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been loving it.
It's been fun. It's been an adventure.
A lot of
It's like-
restful nights, you said.
oh yeah, absolutely.
No stress whatsoever.
It's just a lot. There's just a lot to just to keep track of, and I mean, we're setting up a whole new brand, so it's just like all the different facets of everything that we have to set up. There's just
So,
a lot.
If
It's a
you
lot.
care to illuminate,
Wow.
The listeners.
Put some light on it.
yeah. Do you care to tell your path through your time here, Jaren, at said company?
Oh,
People might not be familiar with Jaren and go, "Oh, this guy shows up. He's the channel manager."
Oh, sure. Oh,
But
yeah.
we've known
yeah,
you for quite
absolutely.
some time.
Yeah, I've been here for now it's over 5 years. My 5-year was I started as an intern in 2018.
Damn.
Yeah, Mr. Trevor brought me on.
Whoa.
Intern. Whoa.
Yeah,
I like to hire the people that will then lead me.
Mhm.
yeah.
Started
Well
with
done.
Sarah, continues with Jaren. It's an excellent move. Become
Yeah.
my boss. Thank you. Thank you.
I showed up
Pretty good.
in slacks and a tie.
Whoa.
I remember walking into the AH office and then being like, "Hey, what's up?" And everyone just kind of looked at me going,
I remember
"Oh,
that.
Yeah.
I remember that, and I pulled you aside and I said, "Listen, what's going on here?" And you said, "Well, I dressed for the job I wanted." And he heavily implied that he didn't want to be here.
Right.
This was not the job
Yeah.
he was wanting. It was the one he got.
I was like, "Oh, is this not corporate America?" Yeah,
Yeah.
Where's the cube farms and the soulless gray everywhere?
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, I was intern back then. I was brought on as post-production assistant, and then video editor, motion graphics. I was a stream producer with Fredo for a while.
Yeah, you're
and
doing a
then-
lot,
all over the
bro.
place.
Oh, that's a lot.
I want to
Yeah.
go back to the motion graphics piece because that's where, as
You
an
belong
editor
is what
and
he was going to say.
post member, you really elevated our content.
Oh yeah, it was one of the skills that people that I was relied on when we yeah, I mean when I started getting into actually helping out with content, because that was one thing that I learned in school was just After Effects, and it was something that the department needed. We just needed an After Effects person to be on hand. So a lot of intros, a lot of best of intros. I help with the Let's Roll intro and everything. Ready Set Show, all that stuff. Just
Yeah.
a lot of
Done a lot.
motion graphics and lower thirds and
Boys made the rounds.
all that stuff. Yeah,
Then he got saddled with us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unlucky.
so
Unfortunate.
so you've been taking the brunt of all the stuff we don't want to do to start Dogbark.
Emails and meetings.
I'm in meetings.
Yeah.
A lot of meetings.
But it seems like it's going well from the outside because I'm not there. You come in, you go to the meetings, you come out.
Yeah.
And here we are.
and
Making the podcast, right?
Making the podcast.
Something must be going right.
We're doing it. Yeah. No, it's trucking along. There's just a lot of ducks to get in a row. I mean,
So
it's
many
a lot.
got ducks,
So many
dude.
little
many ducks.
duckies.
Don't
Yeah.
tell Barbara. She's gonna want to
Hatred
co-opt
of
to one of those.
ducks?
No, she loves ducks.
That's
She's
what
gonna
you
start
like.
stealing
She
our
loves
ducks.
to eat them.
Oh, she likes balut.
I was just about to say that.
Balut. Balut.
What is that? Is
Balut.
it duck in a jar?
Duck egg.
It's
Oh.
duck. It's like
Half fertilized duck egg.
Yeah,
It's
Wait, how do you
so
half
it's a
fertilize?
duck egg.
Pull it out at the right
Or
time.
it's like a chicken. It was like it's like a chicken or a duck egg, but like the embryo is still inside.
Yeah,
it's
you
like a
quite
Filipino
literally
thing. It's-
crack the egg open, and there's
yeah,
just like a
suck the
duck
juices
in there.
Yeah.
and then you
That
just
sounds
suck
cool.
And
the
you
whole
eat the
thing.
you
like
eat
out.
that.
the
I
you eat
like
the whole
that.
duck. Sometimes you get a feather or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my uncle's Filipino, loves it. He's all about
Filipinos
it.
do be loving balut. I had to tell Gima when she came down. I'm like, look, there are some foods too far. Balut's one of them.
What'd she say?
She went, okay.
She said, okay.
Well, she was already happy cooking like lumpia
Yeah.
and adobo and
Yeah.
pancit, and she made.
I was
dessert,
happy,
halo,
too.
halo. Yeah, we had everyone over, and everyone was just plates.
Dude, it was just
Plates
piles
on
and piles of food.
plates.
It was like anime food.
It was
No
good
joke.
eating.
No joke. A huge just mountain of food. Barely making a dent in it, but a dent nonetheless. Trevor and Barbara shows up, and Jim was like, better make 100 more. I was just like, what
Right
the
on.
hell?
Whoa!
It's funny.
More
I think
people, here we go.
I think we reset the count
I was
because
just like,
we were on
you can
plate
see
one.
them, right? I was like, your grandmother can see them. Stop making more.
We sit down with our first plates, and she comes out. We're just beginning to eat, and she's like, "You need more." And then she looks over at Michael, and Michael's like, "I just had my third," and you're like, "No more."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
that's
obliged.
just grandmas in general. They're happiest
Yeah.
when people are enjoying their food. And
I
stuff.
bet
I
there's
missed
some.
it.
I bet there's some grandmas that hate that shit. They're like, yo,
Stop
I don't
eating
want to
my
make.
Stop bringing people over.
I
to
don't
eat
want to
my
make you food. Like, hey, that's when grandma's happiest. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Stop saying that. Whoa, hang on. Jaren's playing the coin game.
Oh
One
yeah,
Game.
Wait, were you just flipping a coin?
Oh,
What
dude,
the
I
hell's
should-
the coin
You know
game?
what I should play?
the
I should
hell
play
is it?
Cookie Clicker. Oh.
What the hell is a coin game?
the,
I
coin,
just-
the
go
coin
on.
game is like this this like indie game made by this husband and his wife, and you're on an island that's like has a bunch of simulated arcade.
This is insane.
Yeah, it has a bunch of arcade like games, and you just go around playing arcade.
And you just tried to
games.
sneak that in.
a little bit, yeah.
A little
Just play a
bit.
little coin game. I mean, Pinocchio sees all.
A little bit, yeah.
So this is that we are about to launch. Right, we're back in time.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Yes.
back in time. Yeah.
Dogbark. But it's just kind of we're doing this last just because we felt like it was just be so easy to do. Like as far as what we want this
Right.
this behind the scenes audio podcast to be, and it made sense to do it the most near the launch, right? Than like pre-record it way in advance.
Well, it gives us a more concrete view of what we're
what the hell
attempting
we're
to
talking
be.
about?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we've been rapid prototyping all sorts of formats and things, and we talked about it previously too. But we have a few videos coming out this week, this launch week that this podcast is among. But over the next couple weeks, we have lots of little
And
ideas.
forevers.
And forevers.
I
hopefully.
mean, not really.
Uh,
That's
the
not
goal.
really. But
Yeah.
I mean, some amount of time will pass.
Some amount of time.
I
Not
guarantee
forever,
you that.
forever.
I guarantee you time will pass.
Time's always passing.
Anyway,
Michael.
sorry.
That's okay. We're all just hanging.
Oh.
We've done a lot of green screen stuff so far. I mean, that's what we got like real focused in on. But I'm really eager for something like that Mario Party idea that's kicking around.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of stuff which you can see it, I guess, in different ways of like how much is planned. Because in leading up to launching
Mhm.
Dogbark, we're still making all the videos for Achievement Hunter and Let's Play,
Mhm.
and so most of our Dogbark time was a lot of like creative meetings and stuff, and not even just amongst ourselves. Like that we can kind of do whenever and just like talk about it, but really having to explain this to the company and explain this to people that have to approve these decisions. And so much of it was a theoretical, right? Where we knew kind of what we wanted to do, but we simply just weren't approved nor had the time to do it, right? So like Dogbark as an idea has been around much longer than like, oh, our schedule's cleared.
Like,
we can make it. And it's been interesting how it's changed and morphed just in that time. Because we go to make it and we go, oh, this is different
Yeah.
than I thought it would be.
Well, the thing is, like, this is something we wanted to do. What 6+ months ago, right?
Yeah, I would
and
say
then
pretty
and then
much
on
beginning
top
of the
of
year.
that, you have to look at the fact that like, yeah, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of change. And then in the like all together, we had to figure out like how to start a new thing and then also be tasked with the end of Achievement Hunter and then also filling
Wait,
like
what?
doing double time in terms
It's over?
Oh, Michael, you didn't know?
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
over.
Damn.
And then just also doing double time, right? Like we've had weeks where it's like, okay, we're gonna do Dogbark this half, and then we're gonna do Achievement Hunter the other half, and so it's just been a lot of moving pieces.
It's been like a balut egg for months, where it's
Oh.
half fertilized, just ready to see what it's gonna be
It's true.
when it hatches.
And then we
Very
called
true.
it Dogbark.
And the what I like is honestly being flexible enough where we make something and go, oh, we should do more of that, but like right now, right? Or I mean, in a sense of there's no sort of firm, super like concrete like parameters of Dogbark where we'll go, well, that just doesn't make sense or that doesn't work. We're literally doing whatever.
Oh,
You know,
man.
even if it's like normally like, I don't know, maybe this is too close to the thing we tried already, or
Oh.
maybe this won't work the right way, but let's do it anyway.
Right.
And that's been just so new.
It's been fun to experiment, right? Like we just kind of do whatever, and then we like some parts of it, some other parts we don't.
What do you mean by do whatever?
Yeah, what do you mean some parts you don't
Yeah.
like?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
parts
What
don't
are
you
you not
like?
liking here?
No, which part don't you like?
Be honest with us.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
just-
I didn't realize that this was gonna go this way, but I guess I'll have to just come clean.
Okay. Was
I
it when you
really-
kept breaking in that like backyard
I
scene?
really don't appreciate, Michael,
Uh-huh. Go
how
ahead.
you sniffed my ass.
No, you loved it.
It was definitely an interesting
Is that
direction.
it?
Oh,
I
guys,
did love it.
I looked
Okay.
up this egg thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
Oh, the blood? No, most people
Oh.
can't.
Yeah,
Most
most
people
people
can't.
I had it for
Can
the
we even
first
show
time
this?
when I was like, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if you. The thing is, when it's a first show, easy peasy. When
Mhm.
it goes on YouTube,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what the
Censor it.
rules
I-
are.
The computer
I mean,
might
just put
get
a-
confused.
It's not
Just
like
put a
it's
censor over it. It's whatever.
mature content.
Maybe,
you know?
it might be.
It's nature.
All right. That's from what Joe is saying. You probably can't show it. I was like, guessing.
It's nature.
It's nature.
It's certainly part of nature.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. I've had it when I was little.
So you like it or you don't like it?
It
Because
doesn't.
you didn't like the beans.
It doesn't.
But I
taste
loved the
bad.
beans.
but
Wait,
I
Fredo,
just-
you
I
don't like
just-
Hello Hello?
I don't like beans. Period.
What?
Oh yeah,
I'm like
Oh,
half
sure, that's true,
Mexican
you
too.
do.
Right,
Just-
it's 99%
just
bean.
didn't take for me, I guess. I don't know.
It didn't take.
You know what I mean?
Try
I don't
me,
know.
test me again, Doc.
I don't know what to say, man. It's very jarring for just anybody when I roll up to a taqueria because I look Spanish, right? First name Alfredo, last name Diaz, and then I don't speak Spanish. Two, I don't want beans, so it's very much just like, what's up with this guy? It's like you just.
That is kind of like, what is this, a joke? Is this some kind of practical
Right, is
joke
this some
you're
kind of,
pulling on
like,
me?
prank?
Is it,
Like,
am I on
whoa.
hidden camera?
Right.
Play
Or
Cookie
there
Clicker.
are. I grew up.
Okay. Well, you're not playing climb around the rooftops anymore, so I'm happy.
Oh, he's playing an actual game.
Well, I don't know. He's
No,
playing
I'm playing
Cookie
Cookie Clicker.
What's
Oh.
Cookie Clipper?
Clicker. Cookie
Click.
Clicker.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Clicker.
sorry.
You
Like-
cook.
like
you
Last of Us.
you click. You. Ah, jeez.
It's okay.
Now you got
Take
me
your
stumbling
time.
on
it.
Yeah,
You-
you,
you
got
click-
yourself
in.
stumbling.
You click cookies.
You click cookies.
Right.
Is
it an
Is
aim
it just like a
trainer?
game where
Oh,
you're just clicking away?
Looks like it says Shmup Fest on your screen.
Shmup Fest.
It's just like
That's
an
what it says.
auto thing, isn't it? Don't you just?
Yeah, you just turn on the aimbot.
Yeah.
No, I mean when you get it going
am
for
I
the first, you
going?
guys
I
have
got-
to click. You got to
I
click.
got lost in this place.
I'm downloading Minesweeper. They
Dude,
still have that.
Libraries are always
What?
confusing. Any Dark Souls game, you put me in a library, I'm lost. But maybe
Well,
it's because
also,
I'm scared
think
of books.
about what is it? The library mission Halo. That was confusing. It was a lot.
That's also true. Books are evil. I'm saying it.
Dang.
Calling it.
Calling
Calling it.
Yeah, I guess graphic novels count as books.
Well, if there's pictures, they're a little better.
They are
Yeah.
novels.
Oh, you know one thing I did want to talk about in this
I was
podcast.
intended silence for Jaren, just so you know.
I was observing his comment with respect.
I stared
Yeah,
at him.
yeah.
I thought this was the wrong way,
Oh,
but I think
God, I
this
have
is
to
the right
sign
way.
in.
Oh, hold on now.
All right, what did you learn, Joe? What did you say something?
Not learn.
You
It's
said
just something that I
something.
wanted to talk about in this
Okay.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Me sniffing you?
Now people
You already brought that up, and then you abandoned it immediately. Were you
people
serious?
may have noticed that I've been making a ton of Asian jokes lately.
Since
Okay.
when?
well, they've noticed now.
Lately? Yeah.
It's been more recent that I've been just kind of on this wave, right? Like I'm kind of just doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just funny. It's just funny to do. It's,
All right.
It's also.
I didn't feel the need you needed to make an announcement.
No,
Right.
Sorry, hold on.
He's clicking cookies.
He's looking
cookies.
at his cookies.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
by the way, we're not
finally.
cutting this out when he says "hold on." We're not like editing around this. It's just silence of
No.
him going. "Hang on."
Well, I
Right on.
forgot. So I didn't realize that like the cookie clicker saved your progress, and I played this like maybe 2 years ago, and I left it at a pretty good area.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's. I'm really like.
It's too
strong.
hard. Is
It's
that what
just
you're saying?
strong. No, like I'm just overpowered now.
What is he talking about?
I'm just
I don't-
overpowered.
Okay.
I still don't know
understand.
this game, if I'm completely honest.
Now, what does this have to do with you
I've lost
being
the
Asian?
thread, Michael.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with me being Asian.
Well, that's not
Michael.
what you said.
It's just all right. I need to stop looking at cookie clicker. It's making me It's making
It's
me
making-
concentrate.
irate.
it's making me lose my mind.
Weird. You opened it.
I know. I understand that, Mike. I understand I opened it, but I didn't realize what I'd be coming back to. There's
I
a lot
didn't
of cookies.
realize either,
There's a lot of
man.
ascension chips.
I had
There's
no-
sugar lumps I gotta
I
go
had
through.
no idea.
Sugar lumps.
How's coin game over there?
It's great. I'm playing a little claw machine right
Because
now.
you sound like you're put together because you're just quiet. Joe is
Playing a little claw machine. I saw a video the other day. I guess that like you know how there's like claw machines or like those
we
like
know
little
'em.
claw machine
We
type
know 'em
games where you kind
well.
of just line up and it pushes and
Yeah.
then there'll be like like
yeah.
like a iPad or whatever.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy on TikTok that's really good at that and just constantly goes to these like arcades and gets kicked out just because he just wipes all the prizes out.
That's awesome.
How do
I
you
would
get good
love
at
that
a
power.
coin pusher game?
I don't
you
know.
practice the coin game like
You
Jaren
bump
is
it.
right now.
I mean, I guess like there's only so many brands,
I
right?
don't know, working in an arcade.
And then so you kind of just you practice you kind of figure out the angles and then you just exploit it.
Figure out
I'll
the
tell you one we're
angles.
good at though. Collectively, that Plinko one,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Plinko.
where you drop
yeah.
the coin, it doesn't just go straight to the tray. Oh no, it Plinkos around, and then you
It
need to hit
does.
it through the PLINKO as they light up. And if you hit it when it lights up, it stays lit up. And if you get all Plinko, you get the what is it? The lottery
I
hit,
don't know.
the
Yeah.
jackpot.
That
all
is
the while
uh,
it's pushing coins.
when I told us to go to the arcade, that's the one we're milking for tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Big time
Good
milk.
tickets there.
Milk
Weird.
job. Yeah.
Lots of milk on that
It's
one.
a boring game though.
It's not boring.
Sure it is.
it's-
So like some
It's-
games at the arcade you can play and win points and tickets and shit, and some are just for tickets and they're no fun and not a game.
Yeah. It's very. I'll say it is
Say it.
only
Say it.
exciting when someone else does all the job and work for you, and it's almost Plinko, and so you guys have to go
Oh,
up
you
and
just
just hit the
swoop in.
one or two. You know what I mean? As opposed to like going in and having to start from the
Mhm.
beginning.
I just want to make sure Joe has time to get his point across because he's back playing Cookie Clicker.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I got,
Just
so I got,
silently.
I got my thoughts put
Okay.
back together.
You got a
Okay.
thought?
Dang.
Humpty Dumpty
I lost
sat
it
on
as
the
soon as
wall.
Fredo said that.
You
No,
got
I was just gonna say like I haven't really made a lot of those jokes in the past, but now I'm just I really find that kind of
You sure have to
humor
me.
funny. I've made a lot in private, absolutely. That's no surprise. I've done it a lot in private, which is also why Michael's been like helping me lean into that side of my humor more, or like being more open with it. I guess.
So it's your fault, Michael.
Yeah. I did it.
No, I'm not blaming Michael.
I did it. What did I do? Did I make Joe Asian? I can do that?
You can make
You
me
have
Asian.
the-
I don't
you
know.
have
That's
the
is that what you
power.
just
Is
said?
that what happened?
I don't know. Is that what you're saying?
Trevor, is that what
Oh,
happened?
like in Claude Atlas with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Whoa.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
Did
I have
they?
no clue.
Is that something they did?
Yeah, because there's like, have you not seen Claude Atlas?
No, why
Hell
would I see
no.
that?
It-
I mean, look at the movie.
So with Tom Hanks and everything? Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
Halle Berry.
yeah.
No, I saw that one.
The
Nah, I'm
True
good.
True. Yeah, remember that? Well, there's a whole.
Yeah, I do.
like-
I remember the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole like future bit. It was problematic because like they just took a bunch of people and tried to make them like I think it was Korean actually, and it was like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and like who's the actor that plays Agent Smith?
Oh, Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. They're all in it too, and there's like this. It's like the cyberpunk future where they just try to make people look different, and it was not well received, and for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's a little Claude Atlas.
I didn't do that to
thing.
Joe, did I?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Michael. It definitely wasn't. Yeah.
You know a movie that I saw recently that was pretty solid, but it's surprisingly artsy. It
What's
was
that?
the
What is
Hulu movie that No One Will Save You.
Oh.
Yeah, you just mentioned that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like 6
It's
seconds ago.
it's kind of like it starts off like a home invasion, but really it's an alien invasion, so it's very interesting.
But it's an alien artist.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
he's a painter.
No.
Oh. I just assumed every time you said it was artsy, that's what I thought you meant.
You know, it's just like a lot of like you know, it's like, oh, up to your interpretation and like how does this make you feel, and you could really like
I'm
you
getting
know,
mad just
like-
listening to it.
It's not like just like, whoa, just everything's getting blasted,
Oh,
it's contained, it's wild.
Is that what you wanted though?
I didn't. I was just looking for a movie. I like watching movies.
Movies are good.
You like playing Marvel Snap.
Yeah, I hit top rank.
See,
again this
you're a
season.
regular. You got a regular thing, right? Like that's like your cup of coffee.
I
in
mean,
the morning.
it's the
You
thing.
come
is, like,
in
if
and
they're
you
3-minute
snap.
games.
I know. I'm just saying
so
you're
quick.
reliable, much like Joe is reliable playing Apex or something where he's crawling around, he's flying through the
Yeah.
air or something. I go in and out. It's
Yeah.
rare that I sit down and play a game, but I'm into P right now. I'm into P big time,
Oh yeah,
big P for me.
and I can't wait to play that bad boy.
So I'm getting it out. I think the last time I was playing games, like just in general, like at my desk, was Nostalgia, another Dark Souls.
Oh yeah,
I'm hooked.
I
can't
think-
get enough of the stuff.
I think I'm enjoying. What makes me enjoy playing Snap, aside from the fact they're just quick games, is the fact that it's not Diablo, and that makes Jaren very happy.
Oh,
It does. It
You
actually
just
does.
didn't like-
Jaren
This
kind of
man
I'm so
hated
glad
us
y'all
for
are
a
out of
little
the
while.
Diablo.
hated the
Hi.
Diablo.
oh really?
Yeah,
I'll be
he
honest, I
really
never
did.
got into it.
That's
As
true.
excited as I
Oddly
was.
enough.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't have time. It's just a time sink.
You know, I'm the same way because I played
No,
with
I
y'all
really
like
enjoyed
that
it.
once.
Yeah.
And I think I only played like the beta with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started a character. I played for a little bit, and then I just don't have the time. There's
It's just a time
too
commitment.
much stuff.
for
Like,
for a game that's like ever evolving. Also, watching you guys play it and like freak out every other hour when something got nerfed. You're like, I spent 50 hours on this guy and they took away his Magno blades. I love the Magno blades.
Keeping up with
And I'm just like, yeah, I'll wait till they're done, like settling down a little bit even. Like, not that I'm like, I'm going to wait, like I have the time. It's more like I have no time to play.
Mhm.
This makes me feel better also that I don't need to be in there getting roughed up.
It
I don't
was. I enjoyed it a lot just because it was a grind that everyone was.
Yeah,
doing.
I enjoy just being around it, even though I wasn't playing it.
Yeah, and it was something where like Jackie and I were always just like, all right, we know we're like playing Diablo tonight.
new
and
Dogbark
then it was
fans,
so
maybe.
easy to
Fredo.
just get other friends.
Brand new Dogbark fans. You're SO, Jackie. They might not know. They're going, who's this guy talking? Who's he talking
Oh,
about?
that's true. Yeah,
You're
Jackie.
Alfredo, by the way.
She
I'm
is
Joe.
a nurse by day and a content creator by night.
Like a superhero.
Yeah, very much
Mhm.
so. The interesting thing is, you know, she's delivering babies and then comes home and plays games.
Where's
and
she
yells,
taking 'em?
Yells at people.
Just whoever
I
pays the
just kind of
postage.
whoever. It's
Like
like,
DoorDash
it's like a
for children?
Postmates type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is there like a rental kind of thing? Is there a return policy if I was like dabbling, if I was interested,
You can just
but
bring 'em
not
back.
like
You can
committal?
Bring 'em back.
Mm.
Okay, that's good to
Committal?
know.
Yeah. There's like
It's-
a whole thing. You could just
makes me think of that. In Japan, there's that you can rent a family to like be your family
You
for
can
the day.
rent a family?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I don't know.
hate
I don't know
that.
if it's specific for Japan, but I've seen people go to
can have
Japan and
that.
do rent.
That's exactly the first thing that crossed my mind. I can rent a real family?
Yeah.
Oh,
look at
dang. The excitement that just ran
Joe
through.
sat back with so much happiness.
It's
Sorry,
probably
Jared.
more for like
Well, I was
for
happy.
like parties and one-offs, not forever,
Yeah, you
right?
can like just rent people
Like-
to come hang out with you.
Whoa.
Didn't Conan do that at one point? Like dabble with that?
I think he did.
Yeah.
I can't remember if
Isn't
it was
that-
like a
I'm gonna
girlfriend.
pull
just
that
a
up.
more
Something?
acceptable version of an escort, right? Because there was the whole
You're
like,
not gonna bang
you're
your
banging
family.
the family.
no, you're not banging the family,
You
but it's
might,
more so
though.
just like
Yeah.
people do it because they're lonely, right?
All right,
It's-
family,
you
have
know
I
how
got
there was
a
like,
lot.
okay,
Joe
there was an
should've perked
escort,
up for
but
a
then
reason.
it kind of evolved to like the girlfriend experience.
Conan rents a family in Japan.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
see?
becomes natural though. Like if it naturally happens, Alfredo, it happens.
But there was like
If Joe
there
rents a
was the whole,
family
like,
and
whole
they
girlfriend experience.
if Joe rents a family and they hit it off so well, they decide they want to be his family for real, for free of charge. I wouldn't expect
free
it, but it
of
could
charge.
happen. I'm gonna check back in. Joe, did you have anything to say? Was there something you still haven't gotten around to saying? I'm just making sure. 'Cause you
Oh
keep getting
yeah,
distracted
I
by
keep getting
cookies
yeah,
and
I do
stuff.
keep getting distracted by cookie
Yeah,
clicker.
I'm gonna keep
and
bringing it
then
back to you.
everyone. No, I mean it is something I wanted to talk about for a long time. Just like candidly about kind of like my sense of humor, like what it was before I came to Rooster Teeth, like Achievement Hunter, and like trying to not really like I felt confined, but it felt really different, like having to like mesh with everyone else's humor styles and like figure out what everyone else was comfortable with, but also like it's a brand that was like long standing, and like joining into that was a little like jarring for me.
Would you say it was daunting?
Yeah, let's bring back daunting.
What does that mean?
It never
bring
left.
back. Bring
It's
back
never-
what?
it's never
This is
gonna leave.
Dogbark
Never.
episode 1. I
It's
don't know what
never
you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, no, it's just yeah, I would say it was daunting.
So we've established it. Okay, good.
I can't get past the daunting.
It's fine. You got past it.
But yeah, it was just a little different, and so like I don't know, in Dogbark you might see me making more like jokes that I'm more comfortable with and things that I find like more enjoyable to mess around with.
Good
and
for you, Joe.
a lot of that stuff,
Yeah.
like a lot of that stuff is like I know not everyone's comfortable with it, but I do like I do like making fun of the racial stereotypes that have been thrown my way like my whole life. And
Right.
so
As is your right. And I say, and you'll say something along the lines of, and go, Joe, I can't tell you whether you can say that or not, but you deal with it. And I'll laugh.
you deal
I'll
with
laugh.
it.
I'll stand there and laugh when you talk about your father being from North Korea all the time.
I don't say like I say Kim Jong Un's my father
Right.
a lot. It's
You
because
do.
Yeah, you
I
do.
used to
You
tell
do
my
a
mom
lot.
that all the time growing up, and she would be like, "Don't say that. He's a
She would
bad
be like-
man."
she would be
I'd be
like,
like,
yeah.
but he could be. But he could be. You never know.
She probably does know.
But he could
She
might know.
yeah.
Probably knows.
No, and it's been nice like that everyone's just been like kind of cool with it, but also like joking with me at the same time. So I don't know. It's just something I want to point out.
So I mean, just even that, if you watched our first, what should be, I assume, our first Dogbark video.
Yeah, that's out.
Well, I say should be, Jaren, and you jump in like you know the future. It should be out, Jaren. It should be out. You'll eat these words come Monday. And I go, I thought it was out. I chose my words deliberately. But I like just not only in how just wild that was to get to shoot something like that and put it out. And then on Wednesday we're gonna have this podcast, right? And then we're gonna have something else later in the week, and then something else over the weekend, and they're all pretty different. But even in what we were doing in that video, I really enjoyed I mean, I guess, and we're gonna fine tune it, so I don't want to like be exact because the video might change until it goes out. But leaving in kind of just like we're setting up a scene, but actually doing like multiple takes. I don't know. It was just something that's definitely different, like than what we've done as far as like even early in the video. You know, each bit kind of plays itself out, and that's it. But we get to the backyard scene, and I like how it just showed a couple of the attempts, and Joe just actually losing his shit. Like that's I don't know. That's funny to me. That's funnier to me than going no, just cut it and use the best take.
I
Don't break the
did start
illusion.
losing my shit at one point. I don't know what happened. I just couldn't keep it together at all.
And Trevor said your edibles kicked in.
Well, he said something about being high suddenly.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that
I
was just
said,
like he's just like, I'm
alrighty,
ripped."
I'll go with that. It is. It's cool. I do like it because it's like you likened it, Michael, a little bit to like a Robot Chicken meets a bit of improv. I love that we got the green screen so we could be anywhere. And when we start to dial into a scene that we've again just kind of conjured out of thin air, and then somebody corpses or laughs in the scene, you can kind of come back and go a whole different angle. And so it's almost like fine tuning it while also just like having those little giddy jitters where we're just like giggles the whole time. I don't know. It's fresh.
I just like that we're not really beholden to anyone.
Sure.
And we're just kind of like we've said many times too. Maybe we'll put that out and then we don't do that again. I
Right.
don't know. It's
Yeah.
not,
Well,
it's not like
we're-
written in stone, but I like having the flexibility of going,
yeah.
fuck, they're all funny. Just put them all in. I don't care.
Well, we're in our find ourselves phase, and these early barkers out there.
Yeah, you were lost.
Early barkers.
Yeah, they'll kind of see that.
Yeah, I'm not going to call them that though.
That's
Oh.
okay. You don't have to.
Right.
And now I might download this little 1995 number, Sherlock hidden match -3_.
What is he talking about?
I don't really know.
The
You're right
Dogbark.
next to us.
listen.
You look over.
I'm a real gamer. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, it's just an ad.
Whoops.
A really cool
Oh.
game.
I
It looks like
closed out
he's
of it.
trying to play Minesweeper. Well, there's actually a lot of games he's got over there. He's got Mahjong. He's got Solitaire.
I'm rewatching the same ad. Oh man, I got shafted like Joe with a tonal.
Bring it up.
I don't think I can ever live that down.
No,
I can't
I
believe
mean,
that happened
you
to me.
really drove it home, though.
I just can't believe it happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, how could they do that to me? It's
Again-
it's so ridiculous because
Again, when
it
you
obviously
keep-
makes no sense.
I don't recommend episode 1 of a podcast to bring up stuff that they don't know what you're talking about and then you don't explain it. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah. Well,
No, it's
sorry.
like-
I
it's
just-
like an
I
ARG.
just-
Hey,
I just-
remember that thing?
The
Yeah,
thing.
trails off.
Man, honestly,
the hell-
I just kind of forgot that like I forgot that the tonal thing was a thing. So like basically everyone here's got tonal,
which is
which is a
Smart gym.
a,
All right,
a
well, that-
smart
I mean,
gym.
They can look that up on their own.
And like
Yeah, with the times.
I tried to get a tonal, and I went through the whole process of like going to get a tonal and like trying to finance it because like it was
went
just
online
expensive.
Is the process.
Went online.
Go anywhere.
And then what happened was basically I went to go purchase it, and then I was like, let me go talk to my partner about it, make sure that like we can do this. Like we're on the same page. And what ended up happening is I canceled like I didn't go through like the actual like loan approval process yet, where like I applied for the loan.
mm-hmm.
It was
think
they
you
just
did.
they just told me that like yeah, you're approved, but I didn't actually like go through the final process of it. And
Sounds
then
like you did, though.
as soon as I didn't. As soon as I exited out, I got an email from Tonal saying, "Hey, you know what? Never mind. You're not good. You can't get this."
Yeah.
And
Stripped it
then
away from
from then on, I've been saying that Tonal fucked me,
that you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
and it's true. It's the
well.
truth.
I don't know if it's the truth.
And
that's-
whether Tonal wants to take responsibility or not,
balls in their
and,
court. Balls in their
and
court.
make it right and send
Make
me
it
send
right.
me the Tonal.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say it till the end of time.
You said
Right,
you'll
and
install it yourself,
send
though,
me-
right? If they send it to you,
I'll do. You know what?
Yeah.
As long as they send it to me, I'll install it myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now, but they still have to give me the warranty, or else
Well,
then
if you
it's just then it's moot, right? Then
Well.
it's like you can't make it right by
Making it wrong.
So
by making it wrong like that.
So
exactly.
you messed it up, and you want them to.
I didn't mess up
essentially-
anything.
Okay.
Tonal messed it up.
they auto submitted the form you didn't submit, or something.
Yeah.
You
Like,
understand? It
Damn.
seems.
I didn't.
Well, he understands that they screwed him.
I didn't approve them sending that stuff to whatever bank they use. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You were on your own during that whole process. You seemed to be very aware of what you were doing, and you're like, I know this. I've done stuff like this before.
What would make
And I
you
was
think
like-
that I was aware of what was going on?
Well, because
Michael?
you said specifically you knew the bank that they were using, and you said you'd used them before.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't know any of this. And you're like, it's so simple. And then this happened, and you were like, I've never seen such a thing.
Oh yeah, that is what happened. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Hold on. What is this game on Steam?
Uh,
Edgelords.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's
Confront
what
your
my kinda game.
sorceress rivals and claim
Maybe
their
that's what we
magical
play
essence
next
for
time.
your own.
I really enjoy playing games next to you guys and not with you, though.
In this fully animated
Can I
and
say?
voiced hentai card game.
Hang on.
Whoa,
What's
wait,
happening?
Hold on. I want to.
Jaren!
Oh, everyone's on board now. Oh, this
Wow,
one,
I'm
Orc Massage.
listening.
Not
Orc
5,600 reviews. Very positive.
Orc
Okay.
Massage.
Well,
Is that a DLC for
Wait.
Baldur's Gate?
Orc Massage is a 3D adult simulation game. You play as an honest
no, I
orc.
want a real orc.
you play as an honest orc who is trying to make a living with his business.
Mm-hmm.
But his monster girl clients have a bad habit of getting turned on by his handiwork. Will he stay professional or be seduced by his clients?
Oh my
That
God.
is
That's
all on
wild.
you.
Dude.
That sounds
Whoa.
wild.
That the tagline, like Liza P is lie or die. That's like, what do? Orc or pork?
So, what are these games,
I
dude?
mean, they're in your library is where they are. Why are you
no,
adding?
because
to
I
cart?
don't have the mature
You
setting
keep
turned
adding
off.
to cart.
At
And
one
so
point, there
it
were just
shows
so
up and they're-
many of those
They're
showing up
so
on there.
popular. If you don't have the
Yeah.
mature,
Yeah, they're popular.
you
Why
just-
wouldn't they
You
be?
go now trending, now popular, and you go, whoa.
Well, are you happy with this?
Was
Was this a little peek behind the curtain?
A little peek.
that everyone wanted?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, it's a behind the scenes, okay? And also, it's on the first feed, right, Jaren?
Yeah.
Should be,
Allegedly,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
RSS feed.
Mhm.
So I don't know how this exactly is going to materialize. I imagine there'll be some video component to it if you want it, of just our screens, right? We might like
Yeah.
show what the hell we're talking about. I mean, I feel like we got to show Cookie Clicker. He's still clicking. Over
Yeah,
there.
that's
Is this
the
like
whole
Is
point.
this like a training game?
It's not a
to, like,
training.
click faster?
No.
I think it is.
Like a
right?
training game.
Well, the dude came from Apex just running, zip lining around rooftops, not playing the game, and now he's clicking, which
Yeah,
makes me think it's just some
It's
sort
not
of
a
like
tr- it's-
training.
It's not a training game. I'm just.
What is it?
It's a clicking game. It's one of those games that you like can AFK, but also like if you don't want to AFK, you don't have to
Yeah.
AFK.
What
it.
are
Yeah,
you
you can
saying
AFK,
right
bro.
now? I don't know what
What-
kind of game that is. Jaren saying RPG made more sense than what you're saying right now.
Well, Jaren is lying.
Oh, okay. I don't. That doesn't.
That doesn't.
That's
He
not
just he
the same
panicked and just threw you under the bus. For
I know,
some
I
reason.
I'm sorry.
That
Jaren, I
wasn't
had to-
there.
I had to
There was
save
no
my-
bus.
I
He
had
was
to
like, "Oh, Jared did it.
I
Jared
had
broke
to
the
s-
vase."
I had
I'm
to-
like,
I
there's
had to
no
s-
broken
I had to
vase.
save
What
myself.
are you saying? It's like he wet his pants, and we're like, "Why'd you piss your pants?" And he's like, "Jaren kicked the dog."
Just some excuse.
Well, I feel like we've probably really
we've chatted it up.
dude, people that listen to this on the public feed are gonna go, wow, incredible. This is need. This
What
is
a peek
need
behind the
BTS.
curtains. I can close the curtains now.
Yeah, but, and then you know what? That's fine. The freaks will come through the curtain. They'll be like, I can't wait to get behind that curtain. I'm gonna crawl over there. I hope Michael sniffs me next. So, Joe, when you went with the sniffing, when you went the sniffing, I really
Yeah.
thought you were gonna mention the paddling of your bottom.
Oh yeah, you know.
I thought
what?
you were going with that.
Actually,
I
you know what?
went
Yeah,
with
before we
sniffing.
Michael.
No, I mean,
Michael
we're out of
started-
time.
Michael, no,
We're out of
never out of
time.
time. No,
We're out of time.
No,
Time's
I want to talk
out.
about how Michael spanked me
With a sword.
with a sword. With
Whoa.
a sword. I was being a very bad boy.
No, you weren't.
Oh my
You were
God.
shaking your bubble butt, and you were pointing it out, and you were like, "Got a little bubble back there."
I kept telling Michael because he was spanking me with a sword. I was like, "Don't pop the bubble, don't pop the bubble." And then
oh my god.
and then Trevor came up, and Michael was there, and then they kept saying, "Well, Joe's got a juicy ass."
Don't pop the bubble.
I
it
wasn't
was a
talking about
compliment.
juicies. I was.
Oh. You were talking
You
about
were in a
juice?
very interesting pose.
He's trying to
You
get
just
out
like
of it.
kept.
I was
wasn't,
absolutely saying it.
If,
was
if anyone knows
Definitely.
what the
Juiced up, baby.
Yoruichi pose is, it's kind of like the Tifa pose.
it's not the Jacko pose.
I could do the
yeah,
Jacko
but that's
pose.
you okay. That's not what happened, though. I don't care what you can
Okay,
do.
fine. I'll say it out of this. I was in a listen. The truth be told, I was in a doggy style position.
You were in like,
Oh lord.
was that cat cow? You were in like a
yeah,
cat cow.
but
But it
I
was mostly
I was
the cow position.
really cow. Yeah,
I tried to end this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
yeah, but we had to talk about that.
Any thoughts, Jaren? Piece of shit.
No, not at all. Great.
That's a really
Should
good
we-
response.
Should we talk more about the schedule that's coming out this week? Like, this is obviously here. This is a little first preview.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a gameplay come out but that's also a first preview. And then we have our standard Monday, Friday uploads, and that's going to be a variety of content. We have games in real life, which is something that's going to take a little bit more production elbow grease. So that's going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks. We have green screen theater, which is kind of improv, putting ourselves in an environment of our improv desires. But Joe, I know you've been cooking up a few other formats, of course, much like Don't Make a Scene.
Yeah, I'm really excited to like kind of jump back in because I did see a couple comments asking about when we released Dogbark, announced Dogbark, if Don't Make a Scene was going to be coming back, and
Fair
people
question.
will be happy to hear that it will come back in some shape or
Maybe.
form.
People are happy to hear. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
People will be happy to hear what might be there.
We're still figuring it out, but it's my first show that I was able to kind of like
figure it out.
put together and be in charge of creatively, and I would love to continue doing it. So
Yeah,
we just have a lot of ideas, and I think the trailer was our attempt to be irreverent, have our fun, but also create a defining line between what we've been in the past and a heavy heaping of what we could be in the future. But it certainly doesn't speak to everything that we've been working on behind the scenes. So I'm very excited that this ball is rolling.
Is that what that trailer was?
Well,
I just wanted to open a door and close it 2 different
you
ways.
mean slide it?
Me
and it-
standing there going, so if I do this, you can make it look like that? And then
Nathan's like,
Nathan going,
uh-huh.
uh-huh.
All right. Well, tune in next week when we tell you what Dogbark means. That's going to be how I end every podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the real
Oh,
hook 'em.
nice.
Whoa.
Real
It is?
sink 'em. Yeah.
I see.
Get him into the
Little cliffhanger.
ecosystem.
I'm sunk.
Oh dang.
Goodbye.